You're listening to Crow's Cast, a podcast by USF St. Petersburg's student newspaper, The Crow's Nest. This week, we'll be discussing pop culture.
Hello, and welcome to Crow's Cast. My name is Darnell Henderson, and I'm the creative director of The Crow's Nest. I'm here with Sophie.
Hi. So, Darnell, what have you watched and listened to this week?
So I watched something a bit experimental, Angelic Conversations by Derek Jarman. I did not understand what was happening the entire time, and you couldn't really see anything because the camera was shaking so badly, but there was some Shakespearean sonnets throughout, which were pretty cool. And then I was watching Will and Grace, but Britney Spears was starring on the episode, and her name was, guess, Amber Louise. It was perfect. I loved it. And what I've been listening to is none other than the classic August by Taylor Swift. A true jam. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, it has to be full volume because she just brings energy and presence. And also Wolf Girl by Machine Girl, kind of industrial pop, and a bit intense, but nonetheless exciting. Sophie, what about you?
So I started rewatching Once Upon a Time. I needed a new nighttime show. So I started that over again, and it reminded me how bad the showrunners are at remembering what the first 3 seasons of their show were. And you would think when you write a show that you watch it or remember that, like, oh, I've introduced this character already. But they just don't. I still love it, though. Like, it's very close to my heart, but I acknowledge that they're really bad at this. So one of my transmedia storytelling class assignments this past week was to make a playlist based on characteristics of stories and world building. And so it would be things like comfort, religion, and songs that reminded you of that. So I spent a lot of time exploring music that's influenced me throughout my life, and I found out I listen to a lot of sad music even when I'm in a good mood. And so that was something that I realized in trying to do this assignment. And also I found that I listened to a lot of like weird garbage polka music, and I don't know how that happened.
So in news this week, I heard that Regal Cinema was closing its doors.
Right. So Regal Cinemas announced that it was closing its U.S. stores as the newest Bond film, No Time to Die, was set for a release this year, but has been pushed for the 3rd time due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So Regal announced their major closure of U.S. theaters starting on October 8th. And this means that Regal Cinema's local theater, Regal Park Place 16, will be closed until further notice. The novelty of the theater experience is what I feel most theaters will be relying on when it comes to reopening. And sure, films are available at home, but there's nothing quite like the movie theater experience. Anyone looking for that movie theater experience can go to other theaters in the area like CMX Tyrone 10 or AMC Sundial 12. In Marvel news, theories on the upcoming Doctor Strange and Spider-Man sequels are running rampant following possible casting announcements and leaks. So Sam Raimi, the director of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy, has been tapped to direct Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which is the second Doctor Strange film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Tobey Maguire has also been cast in an unnamed role in that film, leading fans to speculate that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man will make a return appearance in the film. Looking forward in the MCU timeline to Spider-Man 3, rumors have been swirling that Jamie Foxx and Andrew Garfield, who both starred in the Amazing Spider-Man movies, have been cast in roles as well. The prevailing theories are that Foxx and Garfield will reprise their roles as Electro and Spider-Man, respectively.
In other news, Eddie Van Halen, the lead guitarist and main songwriter for Van Halen, died on October 6 at 65 years old. He passed away after a long battle with cancer.
The Crow's Nest offers our condolences to the friends and family of Eddie Van Halen.
And now we transition into our lightning round portion of the podcast.
Right, so Halloween is around the corner, and of course that comes with a lot of holiday fun. So Darnell, what's your favorite movie to kick off Halloween and October?
So I am not a huge fan of Halloween. So I don't really have a movie. That's so honest, though. I don't have a movie. I really do not have a movie. And I know I should have thought of one, but I don't watch a movie. I don't like Halloween.
I also notoriously hate Halloween, but I at least have a movie because I do like the feelings. I just am a fan of rules. And so I don't feel comfortable going out on Halloween.
Yeah.
But my Halloween movie is to watch all 4 Halloween towns in as much space as possible until Halloween night. And those movies are masterpieces, even for the likes of people who do not watch Halloween movies. So I definitely recommend giving Halloween Town a watch or a rewatch.
Okay. All right, so time for my question. Which Taylor Swift song are you?
So I don't identify with Taylor Swift. However, my favorite Taylor Swift song is We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. I just think it's a bop, and it's from her best album.
I would absolutely agree. Red is a god level. I personally would say that I identify with The Last Time featuring Gary Lightbody, who, don't know if you knew this, but he is the lead singer of Snow Patrol. And, something about the song just, really does it for me. It's heartbreaking, it's recovering, it's just all the emotions brought into one song, 5 minutes long, and every time is The Last Time.
Now we'll get into this month's upcoming releases. So first, Candyman, the remake, hits theaters on October 16th. Batman, The Killing Joke hits Netflix on October 15th. And on the following day, the 16th, the movie Unfriended hits Netflix. WWE's premiere pay-per-view Hell in a Cell comes to wrestling fans on October 25th. And we'll see how that comes across with WWE's new virtual Thunderdome. The video game Dark Pictures' Little Hope comes out on October 30th for horror game-seeking audiences. And finally, Sam Smith's new album Love Goes drops on October 30th.
All right, we'll see you next week with the 3rd political episode of Crowscast. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell to get updates on when our videos come out.